Everybody wants that aesthetic body, right? Broad shoulders, a sharp jawline, visible abs, powerful legs. Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're breaking down a highly intense, no-excuses framework for physical transformation. No fancy gym, no overpriced equipment. Just you, gravity, and pain. This is the Corman's blueprint. But here's the thing. Very few people are actually willing to put in the work. So right out of the gate, this blueprint asks you a simple, brutal question. Are you actually willing to suffer for it? Because building a real physique, it takes discipline, not motivation. Listen carefully. An athletic body is not built by random workouts you do only when you're feeling pumped up. Motivation, that's just an emotion. It fades, it vanishes when you're tired or stressed. This whole framework relies entirely on cold, hard discipline. So here's the exact drill sergeant's blueprint we'll be executing today. We're going through waking the engine, upper body armor, the engine room, explosive legs, relentless conditioning, and finally, the rebuild. All right, let's dive into phase 1, waking the engine. Before you do absolutely anything else, you have to warm up. Seriously, most beginners quit because they train like cold engines, and a cold engine cannot win races. Do some jumping jacks, rotate those shoulders, wake your body up. Once you're warm, we focus on the arsenal, the 4 non-negotiable elements. You need upper body armor, a powerful core, explosive legs, and conditioning strong enough to stop you from feeling like you're dying after just one simple flight of stairs. Moving on to phase 1 of the actual workout, upper body armor. This is where we build that superhero frame, and we start with the absolute king of bodyweight training, push-ups. But look, most of you are doing them horribly wrong. Stop flaring your elbows outward like a confused chicken. Keep them tucked tightly at a 45-degree angle. Chest down, core completely tight. Control every single rep. We want zero sloppy movement and absolutely no fast ego wraps. Only clean, concentrated power. The rest of the upper body circuit maps out exactly like this. Wide push-ups are going to build that V-shape width, the look that makes shirts just fit differently. Then diamond push-ups to blast your triceps into arm-shaking exhaustion. And hey, if your arms shake, good. That means you're alive. Next, the exercise that separates the men from the boys, pull-ups. Wide grip, full range of motion. Stop doing half reps. Your muscles don't grow from cheating. Every perfect pull-up builds those lats, giving you that superhero silhouette. Finally, grab 2 basic chairs for dips. Lower slowly, push explosively, and leave your chest feeling totally destroyed. Perfect. Now, building this frame doesn't just stop at raw muscle mass. An athlete doesn't just look powerful, right? He looks sharp, clean, put together. Because honestly, if your skin looks tired, oily, or dead from sheer neglect, your physique instantly loses its impact. Building the full package means taking care of yourself. Hydrate, sleep, and take care of your skin just as intensely as you take care of your triceps. All right, phase 2 of the workout, the engine room. We're talking about your core. And let me be clear, this is not about six-pack selfies. This is about pure stability, raw power, and total body control. Forget those lazy planks where you just stare at your phone. We are doing the RKC plank protocol. Squeeze your glutes tight. Crush your abs. Pull your elbows toward your toes against the floor to create this massive full body tension. Honestly, if you can hold this pose forever, you are definitely doing it wrong. You should be exhausted within seconds. Next up are the core destroyers, hanging leg raises for the lower abs. Lift slowly, lower slowly, and absolutely zero swinging. No momentum. For the obliques on the side, we hit bicycle crunches. But control the movement. Stop flopping around on the floor like a fish on land. Twist with purpose. It is all about intentional suffering. Phase 3, explosive legs. Listen, real heroes do not skip leg day. Nobody respects a warrior standing on spaghetti sticks. But before we get into the specific movements, remember this stark reality. Pain builds foundations. And man, you are going to feel this immediately during the foot-elevated Bulgarian split squat. Elevate one foot behind you, drop down slowly on one leg, and push back up. It hurts. Lean into it. Next, we tackle Romanian deadlifts. Just grab a heavy backpack. Hinge at the hips, keep your spine perfectly straight, stretch those hamstrings, and then explode upward. And listen carefully to me here. Stop curving your back like a scared cat. Form is absolutely everything if you want real power instead of a blown-out lower back. You'll finish the leg section with walking lunges. But it's not just about the physical movement. It's about your attitude. even though your legs are probably completely on fire by this point. Walk across the room like a champion. Chest up. Show absolutely no weakness. Moving into phase 4, relentless conditioning. This is the agonizing phase where weak people usually just quit. We're going to test your absolute limits with the exercise everybody loves to hate: burpees. Why do people hate them? Because they violently expose the truth. They expose a lack of stamina, a lack of endurance, and a lack of discipline. Drop down, push up, jump up, and explode into the air. Do it again and again. Keep going until the discipline sets in. Then, cap off that physical exertion with mountain climbers right there on the floor. Fast knees, tight core, your heart absolutely pounding out of your chest. The mental game here is crucial. I want you to imagine your future depends on every single rep. Because honestly, it does. Finally, the rebuild, the recovery phase. Now listen closely, because here is a foundational truth most beginners completely ignore. Your muscles do not actually grow while you are training them. They only grow while you recover. You need high-quality sleep, adequate protein intake, and constant hydration. The brutal truth without any sugarcoating: if your sleep is trash, your body stays weak, period. If your protein is low, your body literally cannot rebuild itself. For the long haul, it all comes down to one absolutely necessary mindset: consistency versus everything else. People always want magic pills, right? They're looking for a quick shortcut or buying some wildly expensive supplement, but consistency is literally the only metric that matters. Executing this exact plan day after day, week after week, that is the only real secret to success. So let's recap the blueprint one last time. You're building upper body armor for a commanding frame, a rock-solid core for absolute stability and power transfer, explosive legs for an unbreakable foundation, and relentless conditioning so you are genuinely, functionally fit. It's time to stop dreaming about the results, stop scrolling on your phone, and get to work. I'll leave you with this final thought: consistency is everything. You have the roadmap right here, and you know exactly how much it's going to hurt to get there. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. The only question left is, do you actually have the discipline to log off, embrace the pain, and start building?